Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to Johnny Small Train Talk Show. Let's see here. I'm forgetting to do a couple of things here. Okie dokie. Well, hopefully we'll get a few people in chat over here. I got 2 watching already, so let's see what's going on. But I hope everybody's doing okay. Kids are out of school. Weather's getting warm. The grass is growing. Time to get outside. All right, we got Dan's Small Railroad Journey. Uh-oh. Dan's a little down and under the weather here, so he's not being quite himself this week. Hope it's nothing serious. Just change the weather. Well, Kyle just popped in. How you doing? Well, we got 2, so let's see how this goes. If you have your choice, what would you like to have as a scene on your layout? Industrial, small town, big city, country, or what? See what Dan and Kyle come up with. I know this is a little bit earlier in the month than what I normally do, but next 2 weeks I'm going to be busy, so I figure I better do the show now. Dan said he's hoping to build a northeast corridor from Trenton to New York City. Any small part of that you'd be more interested in? So like a small town, or what kind of buildings or industry? I'll throw in another kicker. Have any of y'all ever built just a diorama? So like a 1x1, 2x2, something like that. Hey, here's Randall. Howdy, howdy.
Hey, Johnny.
There you go, Randall. Oh, just asked a question about what would you like to have see on your layout or have on the layout? So, like a small town, small industry, rural area, city, what?
Oh, I guess I would have to say some kind of building. I've actually got some buildings I could put on it, but being that it's just a 4x8 layout, it's it would kind of look out of place.
Yeah, yeah. Dan said he wanted to build the northeast corridor from Trenton to New York City, and he's come back and said for ops he'd have at least an industry or two. He said he started building a New Brunswick station with
Yeah.
track. I've also asked if anybody's built any dioramas or anything. You know, 1x1, 2x2, something.
Getting my layout and everything plugged up here. So we're going to have to go all DC tonight, Johnny. Uh, I don't really trust my DCC system anymore right at the moment. So, uh,
That's fine.
yeah, I was on Artie's stream Wednesday night, Cab Crew Wednesday, and wound up losing control of the trains twice during that stream. So, uh,
Yeah. You got enough feeders on it?
uh, it's worked fine just up until recently, Johnny, but it's only got one set of feeders to it.
Yeah, I know back when I was growing up, I had a 4x8 that was just DC. Of course, we didn't have DCC back then, but
Yeah,
I only had one feeder on it, but I didn't run but one train at a time. But I noticed when I got to the other end, it wasn't running so great. Then I heard about more feeders, so I think I'd added two or three more feeders to it. Even in DC, it ran a whole lot better.
yeah. Yeah.
How long have you had the system?
Uh, Probably about a year and a half.
No, okay, it's not really getting that old.
No, but where this layout's at, it's in an area that you normally wouldn't want to have a layout in.
Yeah,
Because whatever the temperature is outside, that's what it is where the trains are at.
yeah.
So,
Well, that's the reason why I was saying might want to add another feeder or two, or run a little alcohol over the top of the
yeah,
rail.
it's
If you're not
it gets
running, you're
fired to the
still
track
collecting.
good. It gets fired to the track good. You just can't control the speed on the train for some reason.
Yeah. Well, that could be dirty track, just getting
Yeah.
intermittent signals. That'll confuse the computer too.
Well, we're gonna go DC tonight and see how things goes. So,
That's fine.
let's go ahead and set the camera up here. Boy, it's a muggy son of a gun out here. It says it's 77 outside. But man, it feels warmer than that.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been getting a little rain every other day or so. A few pop-ups.
Yeah, we really haven't been getting a lot of rain here. So
getting pop-up showers.
let me change that camera, see if I can get a little closer here. There we go. Okay. Do the wires back here. What I'd really like to do with this layout is do it similar to what the club has with theirs. Theirs, you can run both DC and DCC on it, and it's got toggle switches on it, and all you gotta do is flip a switch, and you switch from DCC to DC.
Yeah.
So let's see, a variable DC. Okay. That part is that that track cleaning car's on this train's a DCC equipped car. So, whoa, well, something just lit up right there. This, oh, okay, I see what I did wrong. Or did, let's see. Accessories. Okay. All right. It says that's good. Okay. These guys out here.
What would you use it for DC power? MRC?
Yeah, I use the MRC Tech 25 or Tech 2 2500. That power pack, and I'll show you right here. Give me just a second here. But right there it is.
Yeah.
And don't mind the little decorative sticker I put on the side of it right there. But yeah, that's it right there. That's the 2500 series power pack. So it's been a pretty good one. It's a good. I'd say it's a good 25 years old.
What, about 5 amps?
Yeah, something like that.
Hmm.
You can run I ran 14 locomotives with it for a challenge video. I think it was last, maybe in the year before last, when everybody was doing all these challenges. and that power pack ran 14 engines at once for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it finally overloaded and conked out, and I had to let it cool off and reset.
Yeah.
Pull my truck protectors off right here. Back that guy up like so. Yeah, I forgot that thing don't want to. I forgot that power pack there doesn't shut all the way off. Somebody's had it. Whoever I bought the power pack used, and whoever had it messed with the knob on it, so it don't shut all the way down when you stop. So you kind of got to watch it.
Yeah, and see the locomotive's creeping.
Yeah, it's moving just barely. So. Basically, what that engine is, that's a Scale Trains operator SD40-2 right there. So they're good running engines. I've had them at the club display a couple times. They've been on my channel a couple times. So I can't complain about them. They're good, solid engines.
Yeah.
And I liked them so much. I wound up buying 3 more of them. So here's number 2, and the other 2 are both Santa Fe's. So we got a Ferromex, a Burlington Northern, and then there's 2 Santa Fe's. That makes up the SD40-2, the Scale Trains SD40-2 fleet. So. Couple of these guys together here. Okay. Hopefully everything will behave themselves and we can run some trains now. I'll change the camera right quick where it's a little better view. There we go.
That orange car, that's your track cleaner.
Yeah, the orange one next to the last car, or the one in front of the caboose, that's the track cleaner.
Yeah.
I've got a box car that I normally run with this screen when I run DC. That's a motorized track clean car as well. But I wound up losing one of the pads off of it, and I can't find it. So
Hmm.
I'll have to eventually clean everything out here and try to find it.
Yeah, 'cause that track clean car won't do anything on DC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been seeing any of the new announcements that's been coming out, Johnny?
No, I hadn't.
Well, I saw Rapio put out a video on their GP38s. Um, so that's going to be really cool. And then I saw in Colorado News, Broadway Limited is going to do shark noses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're going to have a couple of Air Force fantasy schemes on them. So
Huh.
that should be really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well get something going on the inside of it too. Huh? Yeah, catch a fed. Yeah, catch a fed by the way. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what, Jay. I'm gonna leave the trains run, and I'll be right back.
All right. I hoping we'd had a few more people pop in over on the chat, but you know, that's got a second one running. If you're still there, Dan, just how big is that New Brunswick station? That pretty good size, or how many tracks you gonna have coming into it? I guess Dan stepped out. Didn't hear my question. What you got going on, Kyle? Albert just popped up. How you doing? Anything interesting going on around you? Albert says he's playing with a pink phone, trying to get it together. Down, Albert, or just kind of let it free float, or put a few screws in it to hold it. Dave, how you doing? Anything going on interesting in the N-scale world, Dave? Albert said 2 inch by 2 feet by 8 feet. And he says he's working on the gravel quarry. Haven't quite made up his mind. Consistently changing. Changing it is typical of my railroading problems. LOL. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Dave said he's got his bench work built. He's got some room to work on stuff again. Well, that's good. What were you doing again, Dave? Was that a industrial type you going to build, or just a mix of industrial small town? I guess Dan's talking about his Brunswick station. It's a 80 foot by 35 foot building, 4 tracks. Okay, that's interesting. But Dave, once you get some stuff built, you ought to take pictures of it. We'll show them off here. Hmm. Yeah, Randall stepped out. He's
No,
had a
I'm back now, James.
Ari.
Yeah,
Okay. Dave was saying no sound. Of course, you're running all DC tonight.
yeah. There's no sound equipped engines tonight, so uh, I was uh, I was apparently losing control of my DCC engine, so we're gonna go all DC tonight.
I tell you what, I got to turn my camera off for a few minutes, but I'm still here. Need to put up some kind of avatar on this thing too. You just don't have that blank picture there. So you had tonight off, huh?
Sort of. It's kind of slowed down pretty good right now. Um, they BNSF's kind of stuck with the long pool cruise, and that's really cutting our trips back.
Uh,
Those long pool cruises were where we got most of our Memphis and Springfield trips from.
yeah. Is that just something they do for the summer, or
No, no, I don't really know what I don't know. They're trying something different this time, so really, what really it makes more sense. It makes sense for the railroad, but it hurts us van drivers.
yeah?
So um,
With the inflation going on, everybody's trying to pinch wherever they can.
yeah.
Well, Dave said he's working on painting some trucks. Learned some interesting tips recently. That's good. What kind of tips you learned, Dan? Dave? Looking at the wrong one. All right, Dave come back, said he's using a gray paint base coat on his trucks, then various acrylic colors to rust them up. Looks really great. That's good. Might try experimenting a little bit with some of your oil paints too. They work pretty good.
I did get some of those half price tank car skill things they had. Um, for the most part, they turned out pretty good.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah, they had few of them had some nicks here and there, but it wasn't nothing to get all wound up about.
Yeah. You probably put some weathering on it, make them disappear even more.
Yeah,
Albert's asking, where's Andy been? Well, I couldn't say because I hadn't talked to Andy in a little while, but he's been busy. I know he's busy with work. He's kind of a big workaholic. Yeah, Dave said he learned from Green Bay and Western Mahler out of Canada. Might look up Ralph Renzetti, Dave, too. He does exceptional work with weathering and painting. He uses a lot of oil paints. He's gotten so good that he can actually paint a dent in the fuel tank of a loco.
Huh,
I mean, this thing looks real too.
that's pretty neat.
Yeah. And he said there's no dent there in the tank. He didn't put a dent in it. He just painted it in. You go out there, look at these sidewalk artists doing 3D paints on a flat surface. I think that's pretty good right there. Yeah, you're right there, Dave. Way you're going, starting out easy and then work it on up. That's how it's done. Start with a simple and move on up once you get it down. Yes, you're right. Gray does look like cast iron. It does have more of a cast gray look to it. Cast iron does. Company I work for, I machined my fair share of cast iron. Really dusty stuff. It's the way to do it. Start from the ground up.
Boy, it ain't fixed too bad this year. Oh, yeah. Did we lose Johnny? Oh,
Okay,
there he is.
how about now?
There you go.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, I do that all the time. I was
Didn't
just saying
see it.
just a second ago, dang ticks are bad out here.
Yeah, we got mosquitoes bad here.
Yeah.
No, I was saying when I cut myself off, we're missing our buddy tonight. Yeah, Dave, they tend to do that, them mosquitoes. So if it gets dry, they disappear, and then gets wet, here they come.
They do that for a fact.
At least the ones we have down here are not very big. They're the little small guys. They get up near your ear, though, you can definitely hear them. Yeah, Dave was saying surrounded by woods, lakes, and rivers. Sounds like he lives in an area kind of like me. That's the reason why they get thick after a bit of rain, the mosquitoes. Luckily, I don't have a very big yard, but I found a few places that would have puddles and mosquitoes like that, so I got to fix them so I don't have water standing anymore. That's just your laptop you use it for the camera, isn't it, Randall?
It's my phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have a computer. I don't have an actual computer. So
but you don't have a regular tripod, do you?
yeah, I use regular tripod. with a special foam mount.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, two trains running like that, raise the phone up,
Oh,
see
yeah, I
the
can do that.
train, both of them. That way, when the outside train comes around, it's not blocking off the inside
Yeah.
that much. Yeah, that'll work a lot better. That outside train, what was that first engine again?
It's a Ferromax.
Okay.
Um, I always liked that paint scheme. I never really had any Ferromax equipment, so
Yeah.
I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one and only one that I've got.
That's
I
an
like that.
independent, isn't it?
Huh?
That's an independent road, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the independent Mexican railroad. So
Uh,
really pretty paint scheme. I really like it. The new one they got's pretty nice too. So
yeah. I never heard the whole deal of it all, but seemed like I remember hearing somebody was talking about Mexican railroad had bought out a big railroad in Florida, or
huh?
was taking over some of the railway in Florida.
Kind of interesting.
It's been a few years since I've heard about it, but
Yeah, well, I guess BNSF bought out Montana Rail Link, so they took their end of the lease with them. So
hmm. Yeah, Albert said the cartel wants to play with trains too. Yeah.
I've also got a PNC Southern New Mexico engine as well. So that's another really nice one.
Yeah, Dave says springtime is louder here than living in the city. Frogs, toads, and insects make quite a bit of noise.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
Bill Squirrel.
And when them katydids come out, though, whew, that could get really rough.
Yeah.
I'm glad they only have a 7 and 11 year cycles. Ones that come out at 7, they're not quite as loud, but ones that are on 11 year cycle, man, them things are deafening, at least
Mm.
around here. I mean, I can't even go outside on the telephone.
Uh,
I think I found your pad there, Randall.
oh, yeah.
Center track in between the rails. I see something orange.
Yeah, that's part of a forerunner. Uh, when I was gone, the cats got on the front porch and terrorized my layout and damaged one of the forerunner car. Well, the one forerunner car I had. So what's laying on the track is actually the little hitch part that the where you put your trailer on it.
Ah, Dave said he had a decimal meter on his phone, a minimum of 80 dB recently. That's getting loud. I guess the next time katydids come out here, I might download an app on mine just to see how loud they are. I know
Yeah.
they'll break 100, 110, 120. Be such small bugs, they sure are loud. Well, I'll tell you what, Randall, we done hit the 1 hour mark.
Yeah.
And I got to do
I probably didn't chat a whole lot, but it's kind of nice to sit out here and listen to the trains run.
yeah,
I get to relax for a little bit.
yeah. Well, I appreciate everybody coming in. Kyle, Dave, you coming on, running your trains.
Yep, not a problem, James. Appreciate you letting me come on.
Yeah, no problem. I don't know what happened to our buddy. He didn't show up tonight.
You talking about Ethan?
Yeah.
He said I talked to him earlier today. He said something about going to a train show or something.
Oh,
Yeah. So I told him that you was going to be live tonight, and he said he probably wouldn't be able to tune in. So
yeah. Well, Marty from down under just popped in. Said good day. How you doing, Marty? Sorry, Marty, but the show's over with. We gotta go. I mean, literally too. I drank too much tea. All right. Well, appreciate everybody coming in.
yeah, thanks, John.
We'll catch y'all next month.
Yep, take care, guys.
All right. Have a good one.
Yep, have a good one. We'll see you.
Yeah.